everybody, I'm USA Today Bestselling Author Hildie McQueen, and I write Medieval Highlander Romance, as well as romantasy, American historicals, and some contemporary. Look in the box below where I will put a link to my Amazon library so you can see all of the things that I post, or that I write. I'm trying to adjust the lighting. It is late afternoon. And I had a few extra moments. I decided to go ahead and film a memory plan because I have been kind of neglecting my horizontal planner. In truth, I lost my horizontal planner. I have no idea where it is. I just happen to have an 18-month one that I'm using for next year. And I pulled out October this week in October. I'm still on the fence about what to do next year as far as planning. I ordered a Wonderland 222 for my catch-all, and then I also have a new vertical happy planner, and then this horizontal one. So I'm thinking maybe I might just not use the horizontal and use the vertical happy planner for memory keeping. I don't know. I also want a daily journal, but the new catch-all will have journaling pages in the back, so that might be what I end up using. We will we will see though. I will plan on it and let you guys know. So this mini kit I got at a event I went to last Saturday, and it was a Halloween themed. It was called Witchy Planners and Wicked Spreads, and it was sponsored by the Copper Peony Plans. Tamara, who is the owner of Copper Peony, throws some really fun events, and this one was no exception. We had so much fun, and I will tell you guys more about it as we go forth. Now, I want to use as much of this as possible. This is a kit that was very generously provided as part of the swag from Constance. I'm pretty sure if you type this into, if you type this into Instagram, that her shop will come up. And I'm going to use these days because I think it goes with the theme of a very Halloween-y event on Saturday. Yeah, so comment below what planners you guys are using next year. I'm kind of just curious, and if you only use one as a catch-all, or if you use two. I know that a lot of us do journaling as well. I do prayer journaling, but I had started so many times doing like bullet journaling or junk journaling, and then once my junk journal got full, I was like, done. Like no desire to keep doing it. So I don't think that, I'm not sure if I will do a new junk journal starting next year. I have to get I'm acting like the year's already over, aren't I? It's not over yet. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use a junk journal next year. But I do get motivated when I look at other people's junk journals, so I might just ask people to share their junk journal so I can get motivated and restart one. Because right now I'm like, I do collect stuff everywhere I go, so I got a pile of stuff that I can junk journal with. Or I can YouTube it and maybe that'll give me motivation. I don't know. I don't know. These boxes are so colorful. I love them. And I think it's themed after Nightmare Before Christmas, because I forget his name, Jack, I think. Jack Skelton, maybe. Oh, goodness, it's hard to pick which ones to use. But yeah, I'm very curious to know what everybody's using next year. I know some of my friends are, like one of my friends has like, how many? 4? She does 4 planners, including 2 of them are journals, and then she uses a hemlock and oak, a oh, what is this other one called? It's made by, oh shoot. Anyway, they make these really cute. I can't, the name will come to me. It's the Common Planner, but I can't remember the company of who makes it. And I am curious. I plan to ask her what each one is for. I know that she likes to decorate planners, which I do too, but I also don't want to end up with all these planners that have, where I need something I can't find it because I don't remember which planner I put it in, that kind of stuff. So I am thinking of, okay. And my dog is barking again, as usual. He waits until I'm on here, and then he's like, yay, barking time. Let me do it now. Okay, now her, I don't know how half of her will look. Let me see if I want to use half of her. I might just do that, because I don't want to waste it. If I did it like, it would be better if I did it like this against this line. So I think I'm going to move this guy. I want to move him anyway because there's too much green in that area. So let's hope and pray that I pick it up without tearing this up. Oh, let's hold our breath. Stickers. Ooh, it looks like it's coming up. Oh, don't speak too soon. Don't speak too soon. I tear a little bit, but not enough to be noticeable. So let's put this guy here. Oh, now it's sticking somewhere else. Okay, now I'm going to use the other half of her here. And then, yeah, like this. Ta-da! Now I have this extra one that I can put down here. Maybe to be like a background for one of the graphics, which are over here. See these cute graphics? So this guy is like one of my favorite characters in that little movie. He is so funny. And then I have another one of them together, which I think will go perfectly here, like so. And then, what is this supposed to be? Oh, it's her leg. Oh, I remember that part in the movie too. Okay, I want to use him for sure. Let's do some like kind of sticking out a little bit out of there. And maybe this heart. Okay, I do have a few things left. I have this other corner like this here, which I don't know if I'll use. I have this strip of washi, this long strip, which is cool. And then I have one box left. So not too bad. I used almost all the kit. I might come back and use some of that. We don't know yet. We might. The closest color I could find for highlighting is this mild liner, and it's like a tangerine orange. I think it'll go. So let's start making our lines as normal. Although I wanted to do something a little bit different. You guys will see. I'm not using boxes because I want to use little icons for stuff. So I'll write whatever it is and then use an icon. And you guys will see what I mean in a little bit. Hopefully there's stuff to use icons for. I don't know if I really did a lot this week. One never knows. I really like these boxes with the little, or these little lined boxes. This box with the lines and the little boxes. Get it right, Hildie, good gravy. Sometimes I wonder about my words coming out of my mouth before I put them together in my brain. This week right now has been really relaxing. I don't have anything other than, well, I did go to the chiropractor and the Dollar Tree. And then today I went to take the dogs to the groomer, but most of the time I've been home, which has been so nice. All right, Oh, did I just jingle? What is the word? I don't know. It doesn't come. And before you guys start talking about me badly because I can't speak, my words get jumbled. You know, it happens. It happens when you get a lot of thoughts going on and you have ADHD and all that stuff. Okay, so the main thing that happened this day was that I started writing my new book. So my new book is going to be a bridge between the series that I'm just now ending, the Clan Ross of the Isle of Skye, and this book is One of the Archers for the Laird, and it's his story, and it'll be a bridge into the next series, which will be the I don't know yet, but I think it's going to center around this stone that people make wishes at, and it'll be like it's in the village I'm going to stay on the Isle of Skye, and it'll be in the village, and the people, the person that's meant to see the stone, it appears to them, it's like a glowing stone, and they can make a wish. And so I'm kind of excited about how it's going to go. I don't know that that I'm going to stick with the wishing stone. I was thinking about the series being called the Legend of the Miracle Stone, something like that. So we will see. Definitely, it's a work in progress. The title of the series. I think I'm going to stick with the title of the book, but the title of the series will be up for grabs. I'm just writing stone instead of stolen. I listened to this book called The Stolen Daughter. It was pretty good. Can't tell you who wrote it because I don't remember. So what I'm going to use, remember I said I was going to use some icons. So I have these that I have not been using hardly at all in my collection of icons. So then I get to use them. I'm going to start using them. So I just saw one thing I want to use listening to. The Stolen Daughter was on Audible. So I'm going to use an Audible. I don't have orange, so I'll use yellow. Yeah, there's kind of a greenish yellow. So let's use yellow to mark that. And this is, I believe it's from, never mind. I don't remember. And for the Archer's Wish, where I'm writing, I'm thinking that would be cute. Let's go with, do I have any little computers in here anywhere? Little like tiny laptops or something like that. Or a pencil. Oh, there's a little typewriter. Let's use that. I'm going to use the orange one. And what I'll do is hopefully, since I don't remember anything, I'll try to put the shop that it's from on the screen. All right, I'm going to leave that as that. Okay, so 2 little icons here. Now on Tuesday, I worked on itinerary. Okay. My boxes that I mailed to my cousin arrived, and I was on pins and needles because I am going to an event in Chicago, and I had last year I took like 5 or 6 suitcases, and I thought this year my cousin said that I can mail them to him, so I mailed the boxes, and then I realized that I didn't put the apartment number on the boxes. So I ran back to the UPS. I can't write while I talk. This is supposed to be color party itinerary. I don't know what's going to happen if I white it out. Let's see. I don't think I can highlight over white out. Can I? Sorta. Color party program. So the lady at the UPS told me that the package might not make it because because they already scanned the code, like the QR code, and it did not include the apartment number. So so I was kind of on pins and needles about that, and it got there on this day, and I was like, woohoo! Is anybody else addicted to Project Runway like I am? I am so addicted to that show. All right, so a little bit of the same thing. So I think I saw some little boxes in here that were so cute that I'm going to use for the boxes arriving. And now that I'm doing this, I realize I should have pulled the stickers ahead of time so I don't have to do this with everyone. But too late now. I started filming, so I'm going to see it through. And I am sweating because I'm wearing a sweatshirt, and it's actually kind of warm in my office. We turned off the air conditioning because we don't need it really, but it's warm in here. Okay, that's cute. Okay, on Wednesday, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the big thing I did this day was we went to lunch at this new restaurant. My husband and I met our financial planner. What is this? Oh, it's Tim and Nick's. We met our financial planner. Actually, we picked him up at his office and went to barbecue. I'm not a big barbecue person, but I did eat the beans. I got a half rabbit, baby back ribs, and beans, and a corn on the cob. And I ate the beans and the corn on the cob and a little bit of a rib. And so my husband was happy because he got the rest of them for dinner. So, yeah. I uploaded the print files for The Guardian, which releases on November 12th, I think. So I'm excited about that. And then I I went by my church and ran into my pastor and his wife, and we had a lovely chat. And then it was funny. I went to go make copies, I think. Yeah, make copies, and then they were the only ones there, so we ended up having a really nice chat. I did the Evite. Let's see. I don't have room for everything, so let's pick and choose. I'm going to choose to put on here that I did the Evite for book club because I wasn't going to be there, but I wanted to get it done because book club is the same day I went to Atlanta. And started getting my documents together for my INE, which is the voter registration card for Mexico. And then I was going to do it all online, and then I found out that you have to actually make an appointment with the consulate. So that was kind of like a boo hiss after all I did. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do anything. I'm going to pick this steak and baked potato for this. And I think that's the only icon I'm going to use here. On a Thursday, oh, yes, I have a picture. I think I might need to trim it though. This day marks 2 years since we got our little Chiweenie named Pablo. So I think I'm going to put him like this, because I really didn't do much this day, so I don't need to do a lot of, I printed this on my Canon Ivy. So this one has a sticky back. I also have a Kodak, whatever it's called, a mini something, and you can't, those don't have sticker paper, but this one does. Okay, and then other than that, I filmed, and then I did some decluttering, and then I got a lot of decluttering done. Actually, I still have a bin full of stuff that I need to finish going through. but I'm glad I actually emptied out 5 or 6 drawers, so oh, it feels good. Okay, Pablo Gotcha Day. 2 years. Okay, and for the last one here, I'm just going to do email because that's what I put on here when I can't think of anything else to use to fill it out. And let's see if I have something I can use for decluttering. I am really, really warm. I am definitely wearing the wrong thing. Okay, I think there's one where she has like a bunch of stickers and stuff that she's kind of like going through. Well, I could have used that one for writing, but I don't know where I put it. This sticker book is sort of in order, but not really. You know, I try to put things that belong together, but doesn't really, a lot of things really don't make that much sense. Oh no, he's doing it again. How about this? She's kind of looks like she's decluttering. She's got stuff in her hands. So let's go with her. Even though she's dressed in blue. These are so delicate. These are stickers from a shop in England. And I really love the little girl, so I always order her stuff. But I haven't gotten stuff from her in a long time. I need to actually check and see if she's still open before I tag her in this video, if I remember to tag her. All right, so let's go into, where am I? Friday? Yes, Friday. So on Friday, I went to, I had a hair appointment. She taught me how to put on this hair mask that tones down the brassiness of gray hair. Because, you know, if y'all don't know, I'm going gray. And it was very educational. And when I left there, I felt really good. So I had a hair appointment at 9. And then from there, I stopped at Rooted, which is a coffee house near me, to get this harvest bowl, which has fruits and acai and yogurt. I think it's yogurt. I don't know. Granola, pumpkin seeds. What else? Nuts, banana, strawberries. It's so good. I was craving it, so I stopped to get that, the harvest bowl. And then I went to, I did some admin work. And then I also stopped at Arby's, but I spent 5 hours in the Piedmont ER with my youngest daughter, who is she has a rare disease that's incurable, but the complications that come from it are not often, but when they are, it's like they pile up on top of each other. So she called me and said she was in a lot of pain, so I ended up telling her to go to ER, and did I meet her there? No, I actually picked her up from her house because I didn't want her to drive. I picked her up from her house, and then we went to the ER and spent an entire day there, which was so much fun, she said sarcastically. I'm going to use this even though it already says hair appointment there. And then I think I had fast food in here. Oh, I just saw a doctor thing. Where did I see it? Where did it go? I'm not going to see it now, but as I was going through there, I saw a doctor. There we go, doctor. She actually saw a male doctor, so I'm going to use this stethoscope. Or should I use this? I think I'm going to use this and just cut off appointment. And so poor thing, we found out that she has 3 kidney stones, even after they did a surgery on her kidney to remove one. So a big one. They removed the big one, and they did not see the other 2. Which I was so annoyed with that. Okay, let's go into Saturday, which was so much fun. So we went to Smyrna, Georgia. We did a road trip with girls. Y'all know how much fun that is. We stopped at gift shop called Susie's and walked around. And then we had just appetizers at, well, we had chips and salsa and a guacamole at a place called Tacos and Tequila. Tacos and Tequila. And this is when we went to that event called Witchy Planners. And Wicked Spreads, I think is what it's called. Yes, Wicked Spreads. We had so much fun. Anytime I'm with my planner girlies, we just have a blast. It was just like one of those days when you just, it was so relaxing. I really needed it after the day before, even though I was constantly in touch with my daughter to make sure she was okay, which she was doing okay. She was still in pain, of course, but she was resting, so that made me feel better about being gone. Which card do I want to use? I think I like this one. I like that one. How much room do I have? I want to put it here. I wish there was a card with a bunch of girls in it. But I think these are the only cards I have in this. I have this one that has a boy and a girl in it. Well, you know, the girl that drove had really, really short hair, so let's do that. Although, let me use the orange one. Okay. I'm going to put that one here. And then for this, I'm going to show you guys our costume. It was so cute. Can you see that? I'm the one. Oh, is it blurry? There we go. I'm the one in yellow. We were crayons. We had so much fun. And this was an easy costume because the whole time we were shopping and doing other things, we could be just dressed in black. And then right before walking in, we put on our aprons and our pointy hats. Oh, that's crooked, of course. I think. I don't know. It looks crooked. But there we go. So yeah, that was so much fun. We had a blast. Okay, so then we got home actually like 10:30 at night because it was a late event. On Sunday, slept in. And then I watched, Manchester City, which is my Premier League team, played against, crikey, what was the team's name? Another British team. Anyway, the match was really good. I'm going to write that in a minute. And the score was 2-0. Woo! That was such a good game. I met friends at this restaurant called, I don't think it might be a chain, Carolina Ale House. And then after that, we stopped at Walmart. Okay, so let's use some of these here icons. I do have a orange ball. The football game was just the perfect way to spend the afternoon. I gotta write the name there. Was it vermouth? It was just a way, like I said, it's sitting there with my doggy on my lap watching the football match. I was just having the best afternoon, living my best life ever. And my hubby got into the game too, actually. He's not a sports person at all. So, but he's starting to really like football, I should say, not, what is it called in the United States? Soccer? Yeah, soccer. So he's starting to like that, which, but he'll only watch it for a little while and then he's like, okay, falls asleep. All right, there we are. So let's look at this spread and see if I need to add anything. Okay, oopsie. I don't know why everything's crooked. Oh, there we go. I think it looks super cute. Very colorful. Now, I think the main thing about this week that stood out to me was the fact that bonding time with my daughter. Even though she was not feeling well, we laughed so much at the ER. I just was trying to lighten the mood and just talk to her. And then we just ended up, you know, just laughing and chatting and about all kinds of things. So I think that even though it was not a fun thing, it was still a time of bonding and a time together. And besides that, I think the second best thing was the meetup time with my girlies. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this memory plan with me. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.